This is the Mystery Ranch Beartooth 80. It's a 1585 cubic inch pack that equals 80 liters. It is built on the Mystery Ranch Guide Light MT frame. MT standing for Mystery Tech, which is the frame that all Mystery Ranch bags are built on. It's made of 330D light Cordura fabric, which is still rigid and rugged, but still lightweight. It has SJ auto-locking buckles at strategically placed spots on the bag that we're going to talk about. It has a removable lid with two large storage compartments on the top. It has a 270-degree horseshoe zipper that goes all the way around, opening up, and has a couple of mesh storage compartments for a little bit of organization. This is a 5 to 7 day type pack. It can look like this for like a day pack, but you can also extend it out to its full capacity and really get a lot of time and use out of it. I have a number of things on the table here that I'm going to shove into this bag to show you just how everything expands and fits. We're going to go over all the features and why I chose this bag and why it might be the right bag for you. We're going to start at the top and work our way down. One of the main things that I love about Mystery Ranch are their lids. I had a treehouse pack for a couple of years, and the lid on that thing was awesome. I stored so much stuff in there, it was incredible. This has two separate compartments that you can store all kinds of stuff in. So whatever you want quick access to, you got headlamps, you got a sharpener, you've got your battery packs, maybe a knife or your water filtration right up here. Maybe you're hauling camera gear, you need access to another lens, perfect spot. The lid is removable by these clips at the front and the back. You take it off, you don't have to use it. You can leave this at camp if you want. If you're going for day hikes, you can just take the bag itself and the frame. I like to keep this attached personally, but it's up to the user, obviously up to the end user of how you want to organize and use your bag. So that's the lid. Just flip it over for now. So on the front, you can attach, it's got cross straps for a bow or rifle carry. All of these straps have all of the excess fabric for the straps get rolled up into these Velcro tabs, which are incredibly useful to keep tidy and keep things out of the way. It prevents your straps from flapping in the wind and giving you away to an animal that might see you. Also making unnecessary noise. So removing those front two compression straps, you've got this front pocket here, which is like an easy access pocket for anything quick that you need to grab. This is a completely independent pocket from the inside pocket of the bag and is fairly large. So for me, I'll be shoving my rain jacket in here, anything I need really quick access to in a pinch. Okay, so that's the immediate front pocket. To get into the bag and the 270-degree horseshoe, you have to undo all of the straps along the side and along the top. So many things to this bag. It also has a handle on the very, very top of the bag, and it also has this quick access pocket on the opposite side. It's not very big. I can fit my hand in there, but that would be great for small items like even a headlamp, power bank charger, something quick. Leatherman right there. So now we're going to access the horseshoe pocket. They do all the clips undone. Now it's got dual zippers. Again, they were thinking when they built this bag. It's not just one zipper, you gotta go all the way around or all the way back. You can deal with it like this. Zip up one side, zip up the other, and expose the inside of the bag. So again, if you're an organizational person like myself, you're going to love the fact that you've got compartments where you can store other things on the opposite side of the front pocket, which again, separate pocket. Now we're inside the bag. These are also stash areas where you can put other things in the mesh pockets for quick, easy access, things like that. You've got your standard water bladder pocket here, which then feeds through the top of the bag. Okay, now another feature that I'm going to bring up now, since we're talking about water bladders, if you've ever had a water bladder in your bag and you get the nozzle flopping around, again, thinking when they built this bag, on the straps here, pull this string here, you put your nozzle under here, this pulls back over, and it is free and clear out of the way, not hitting you in the face or waving around, and it's perfectly where you need it. You don't have to reach around trying to grab where's my nozzle. It's right there. Again, thinking, engineering, very good. So we've got these storage pockets here. We've got this big, huge cavernous pocket here. Another feature that I like about this bag is the fact that you can go all the way to the bottom and the zipper doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So if you were to unzip the whole thing, you're not going to have a yard sale and have all your stuff spill out. It keeps things on the bottom of the bag and it won't spill them out. Another great feature. Okay, so that's that. Again, you can keep your zippers on one side, either the top or the bottom, or what I'm probably going to be doing is leaving them in the middle here, so you can open it a little bit or you can open it all the way, whatever you choose to do. You've got more compression straps on the bottom that you can attach more things to, whether it be here or underneath on the very bottom. Lots of buckles and clips. Now, on the side, we have these flexible pockets. Great for a water bottle. Nice snug fit. You could even take this bottom clip, wrap it around so it hugs right into the side of the bag, and you're not going to lose that while you're hiking. So there's two mirroring side flex pockets. Down at the bottom here on either side, here and here, you can shove excess buckle material if you need to from the straps in there should you need to. Got some molly webbing on the bottom here, and turning it around now to the straps and the yoke. Again, we talked about the strap for your water bladder on either side, which is very useful. It also comes with a 5-piece waist belt. The belt clips in and tightens from the front, which is another great feature. You pull forward to tighten your belt, which is great. You're not reaching around behind you. It's just a much better way to cinch the belt up. It's also got molly webbing on the side for various accessories that Mystery Ranch offers for you to put on your bag. There are tons of accessories for this that you can get on the website, whether it be like a Nalgene water bottle holder, you can get a bear spray holder. There's a number of different accessories that you can attach to the bag to make it your own, which is also very cool. The frame is a carbon fiber frame. Another cool thing about Mystery Ranch is they're adjustable. You can adjust the length of this part of the pack, whether you need it to go higher up your back or go lower. And the way you do that is this. In here, you pop these straps off here, and tucked in between, you pull the bag like this. Right in here is a Velcro piece that you pull up. Now this is on a number of their bags to assist you with adjusting it to get the proper fit. So all you have to do is pull the tabs and remove this plastic piece here. And what this does is this goes right in between here in the front. You push it down and you break the Velcro that's in there, and you can adjust it higher or lower. They've even put little hash marks here so you can choose the size that you need. When you're done, you just slide this back inside, make sure it's back in under the tabs, and then put your Velcro back down, reattach your straps, and you're good to go. Okay, now we're going to go over accessing your meat shelf. So to do that, you have to separate the bag from the frame. So there's a lot of clips that have to come undone for that. You gotta get all these straps to come undone. And then what happens is on the side here, the bag is actually hooked on to the frame by the top corners here. And also on the inside, there's another clip in between the yoke here and the bag that you have to get undone. So again, you get the top lip of the bag off of the corner, and there you go. Now you've got the exposed carbon fiber frame, you've got your bag down here. Also want to do these clips at the bottom, because now what's going to happen is this is your shelf. Right up in here, here's the frame. You want the meat to be high up on your back on the frame. The bag's going to come over top, and that's how you're going to carry it. Depending on the size of the load you need, you can adjust with these adjusters. This here, stretch it out, different lengths. And then you can also use this for, if you're not necessarily hauling meat, but you're hauling something else that's heavy in and out, you can also use your shelf. It is called a meat shelf, but it is also used for hauling other things. So you just adjust these adjusters here. This material pulls down and you get as large of the size that you need. And then to put it back, you just have to reconnect the bag to the frame by the clips, starting at the bottom, and then bringing it back up, making sure that these tabs here, basically your frame tucks underneath here, the corners, go up and over. Once they're right snug in the right place, you then go ahead and reattach the clip, clipping the bag to the frame, and then you reattach your load lifters to the top here. reattach all the clips on the side of your bag, which hook around and connect. There you go. Back together, in good shape. So now what we're going to do is, well, before we load it up, I'll show you how to mount your bow on top of here. Now if you're doing a rifle, they say that another option is using the pocket. Stick the butt stock of the rifle in the pocket here, line the barrel up with the clips along the side. It'll stay nice and snug to the side of your bag. Or if you want, you can put it on here. All you have to do is undo the compression straps, like so. Take your bow, put it on top of the bag, just making sure it's not pulling on anything super important that's going to break or snap. Cinch it down. Now your bow's on your bag and you're good to go. Just to go over how to properly wear the bag. Get your shoulder straps on. Make sure the hip belt, waist belt is around your hips. That's what it's for. It's not for where you wear your pants. It's to be across your hips. You put this first clasp obviously up here. And this is supposed to your waist belt. Supposed to go across your hips because the load is going to be adjusted and carried here and take pressure off your back. Now, if this doesn't have anything in it, there's a little bit of a gap here in between my shoulder and the strap. Once I get some weight in here, this is going to pull down and sit more like this, which is what you want. You don't want to have a huge gap in here when there's weight in the bag, because then it's not going to feel right and it's going to affect you on your hike out. There you go. Another thing I like is that they're rigid like this. It's on a frame. It sits really nicely when you're putting your bag down. You're on good surface, flat surface, somewhat flat surface. Doesn't fall too bad. I mean, this isn't loaded, so it very well could, but it's got a nice rigidity to it. All right, now we're going to load all this stuff in the bag, and I'm going to show you how big we can get this thing. So some of these items might be similar to what you bring with you in your pack when you're hunting. Some might not. This is not everything that I'm bringing, but it's definitely some of the major things. So in the top, in the pocket here, in the lid, I'm going to store something like camera lens, quick access. I have 2 power banks. 2 is one and 1 is none. The Leatherman. In the second pocket, second piece of the lid, 2 headlamps, battery charger for my DSLR batteries. I've got a mini Gerber saw. I've got a steri pin for water filtration. I'll also have aqua tabs that'll go in there for my water bladder. I've also got a sharpener for the broadheads and an extra knife. Another good feature that I didn't bring up before, which is also cool about this lid, is that when it's packed up, it's got a nice V in here. So if you are a rifle shooter and you can get this on a good platform, that might be a good rest for you. Possible situations. Now this does hang a bit. I know other bags like the Treehouse one wrapped right around the top and clipped, so it was more like a complete cover for the top of the bag. That was very cool. But I really like the size of these pockets. I think they're awesome, and as you fill the bag, it's going to fill out a bit. So that's the top there. So we're going to open it up here and see how much we can fit inside this 270-degree zippered bag. set it down. You might have snacks or food that you want to put in the top. Start off with the water bladder. This is a 3-liter water bladder. I'm going to stick this in the water bladder pocket. And again, like I showed you before, this just feeds up through the top. And it can go one way or the other. You're right-handed, you're left-handed, you like it on one side or the other. There's 2 holes. I personally like it on my left side, so that's where we're going to put it. Comes out. And then down the front here on the strap, hold its tab here, and now it's secured in place, not going to go anywhere. So for this deep bottom of the bag, you're going to want to put the stuff that you're not going to need to have immediate access to. So you might want to put something like your tent at the bottom. I've got, next thing you put would be like your sleep system. This is an inflatable sleeping pad. I'll put that down there. I've got my BioLite stove for dehydrated meals in there. Got some extra layers, camo clothing, I'll put in there as well. And then, pro tip, don't roll up your sleeping bag. It won't take up as much space as it could if you leave it loose. You can literally shove it into cavernous spots in your bag so that it fills in all the necessary spots. Shove it down in the corners. Any extra room. Again, this front accessible pocket for quick action stuff. I'm going to throw my outdoor research for a 2 rain jacket, because you'll need that in a hurry when it starts to downpour. Obviously there's a lot more room that can be filled in this bag. There we go. Now it's a little bigger than it was. Not by a whole heck of a lot, but a fair bit. There's the auto locking buckle. Give yourself a little bit more room here. So they put these auto locking buckles on not every spot, but the ones where you will need to cinch and have it not come loose, which is very helpful. So there you have it. This is the Mystery Ranch Beartooth 80. We talked about it, we broke it down, we looked at it up close, we learned about it. This is a great option for multi-day backpack hunting. It can be cinched down for a day pack. It's a little big for that, but it can be used also as a day pack. I'm thinking anything 5 to 7 days or more, depending on how you pack, how you hunt. This is an excellent option. I will be taking this with me to British Columbia 1 month from now in September when I go elk hunting in the mountains of BC. So I am very happy with my purchase. I can't wait to tell you about how this worked out in the field when I get back. There will be a follow-up actual review of this bag. This is just simply going over the features of the bag and what it has to offer. This bag retails for roughly $739 Canadian. You can find it at many different retailers online or through Mystery Ranch themselves. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more videos like this, and we'll see you on the next one.